Oh, hello everyone. Here we go. Wrong screen. Oh, this is a professional operation. It really is. Trust me. There we go. That's better. G'day. Oh, yeah. I'll get it right one day. G'day everyone. Thanks for being here. For whatever reason, I'm having some technical difficulties. So the chat from YouTube I can't see, but I can see it on my phone. So g'day to Emma, Funk and Hungry, that's G. Cody, I saw you in there. G'day, mate. And a few other people watching out there who haven't popped up in the chat. We are streaming on both the Roller page and YouTube as well. Like I said, technical issue here. We're also over on X, but anyway, that no one's watching there. I'm Mark, your host, and I'm going to give you a bit of an update on what's been going on. Well, a fair bit, actually. We've been doing a fair bit here at home. You can see there we go. Actually, hang on. I do run a professional operation, trust me. Yeah, where is it? Right, there we go. We'll go side by side. No, don't want that. Let's take that one out. There we go. Oh, there we go. There's the tender. The tender's now in the workshop. Trust me, I'm a professional. I know what I'm doing. Don't you worry about that. The tender's in. I got to take some stuff out of it. The old ash pan is sitting on top, and you can see a big section has been cut out of the back. We did that ages ago. And g'day, Peter. Thanks for being here. Yeah, mate. One day. Don't worry. One day. And there's another rust. The other thing I've got to do is the brake shaft. Now, on this engine, it has two brake shoes that grip onto the wheels and slow the engine down or hold it in position when it's sitting, just like a park brake on any vehicle. That shaft goes all the way through the water space, which is down the bottom there. And that they are notorious for rusting through and getting water in. And on this particular engine, there's no form of lubrication, so it's probably going to be a bit of a tough job getting that out, seeing it's been in there for so long. Now, Emma from Emma's Small Machine Room, spare room, I'll get it right one day, is in the chat. On her roller, she actually has a couple of grease cups that put grease into that shaft and make life a lot easier. Yeah, no, that was a motorbike, G. They're very plentiful tonight. So yeah, so we'll swap back to the other camera. And, oh, that's great. Of course, it'd do that. Hang on. Right. Problem sorted. Okay, so here we go. That's the front rolls. Now the front rolls are in because we've managed to get all the stuff out the side there. And I was meant to post a video, excuse me. I was meant to post a video on Sunday, which I didn't, giving you guys an update on what's happening or what has happened on the weekend or was about to. So what I'll do now is play that video now and we'll get everyone up to speed and I'll come back on. And I'll get myself out of here. Well, good day everyone, and welcome to a little Sunday here for us here in beautiful land of Oz, my part of the world, our part of the world, I should say. That trailer's not mine, just ignore it, that's the carpenter's. Right, forklift's got the jib on it from my work, So very nice of them to let me borrow that. There's the wife's shed, getting, you know, no work on it today. There was some work yesterday. There's a bit going on inside. Let's have a quick look inside. Framing going up, that sort of stuff. Pan around. So it's all going to be fully insulated, lining on the roof, all that sort of thing, air conditioned. Great little craft room for my wife. Long lot of work involved. The tender off the roller, of course, full of stuff. That's the old ash pan. The new one is a very similar shape over there in the corner, or over there. This Ajax pump I got off a job site. It was turning over when I got it, and oh yeah, she still turns over. I haven't done anything with it. I've had it for a couple of years now or more. You know, get around to a job. Mini excavator. Well, still waiting on a coil from Briggs & Stratton to come in. Oh, yeah, fun. So it's been sitting here for the last 3 weeks, something like that. Crazy. This pile of gravel's got to go because the rules here, the overflow out of the tank needs to go into a gravel pit or a rubble pit. So it's got to be calculated off the size of the roof. Yesterday afternoon we tried to get the front rolls out. That wasn't too successful, mainly because it sunk into the ground, and when we did put it up here we put a board, 2 boards front and back, so it wouldn't roll anywhere. Famous last words. There they are there. You can see they've been sitting in the dirt. And so now the idea is the forklift's going to stay on the harder stuff. The jib will reach out. We're not going to lift it. We're just going to pick it up enough so it can roll it out, because that weighs 1.5 tonne. The boiler weighs 1.5 tonne in its current situation. And the rear rolls here, they are 500 kilos each. Flywheels there. Whirlybirds off the old shed. Grey water hose there. And the gears. Here's the drive gears. Got a bit of wear there. We're looking at getting not a new one made of this, but the one that actually goes onto it from the second shaft, which I talked about earlier. So hopefully we can get all of this out today. It'd be great if we can. We're becoming experts at forklift recovery. Obviously, the forklift's designed to stay on concrete or hard ground. It's not meant to go on soft stuff like this, obviously. But a few boards, spread the weight, and I'm also looking into getting dual wheels on that forklift, because that would make a world of difference. Forklifts are great, set of dual wheels. I've had forklifts with dual wheels before, and they just make the world of difference. Spread the load and change the dynamics of the machine. Yeah, they go out that bit wider, but just make it more versatile. But anyway, that's what we're going to have a go at today, and I'll capture some video of that in the process of. And thanks everyone for tuning in on this crazy journey we're on. Talk to you later. Bye. Right, I'm back. There's a bit of an awkward pause, but anyway, I'm here. Righto. Thanks, Emma. I got your thing on Messenger there about the auction. We might be able to talk about that later. Right, so bring you up to date. We did manage to get everything out of that corner. What we did do is put a bunch of boards down. Here we go. Share screen, entire screen. No, one more. What we did do is put a bunch of boards down, like so. And I'll just wait for that to come up. We later on, even though they're thin bits of plywood, they really work. They made a big difference. And we put some other bits of pine sleepers down that we had left over from the wedding of my stepdaughter. So they came in real handy and we got everything out. Yes, I did get some video, but I haven't got to and done any editing as yet. So that's a plus. Right, let's get rid of that. Right, now, what else has been happening? Good news on the, it's still, so just getting back to that, it was still quite an effort to get that stuff out of there, but we managed to do it. It was teamwork with the help of my wife. My mum and dad came to visit because it was they came up. My birthday was on Thursday, so happy belated birthday to me. And the other good news is I got a text message this afternoon. Okay, my voice is out of sync. Right. All right. Why? Oh, hang on. Depending on where you're viewing it from. All right. Now, we normally haven't had a problem, but maybe we do. I wonder what the problem is. I don't know. I don't know what the problem is. Depending on where you're watching it. Where you're watching it, my wife's in the chat. Where are you watching it from, darling? YouTube or Facebook? Or unfortunately, I've seen this before, and but this is the first time experiencing this. So hopefully, I'll have to watch it back and yeah, mate. Just another day at work. Nothing special. So it's an in-between one. So anyway, hopefully we're coming back into sync. YouTube and Facebook. Okay. All right. Okay. Right. I don't know what's going on. It wouldn't. I can't see the comments. Oh, well, we'll just press on regardless. The other good news. Righto, G. Thank you, everyone. I really don't know what to do about that. Creasy's Workshop. Hi, everyone. Hello, Creasy. Thanks for joining us. Right. Why is this out of sync? I don't know. I don't know why it's out of sync. Apologies. Bugger. All right. Bugger. Righto. All right. I think maybe I might have to end it and restart. That's a bit disappointing. Surely to goodness I haven't got too much going on here. We're hardwired into the for some it does. For depending on how bad it is, as long as you can hear me. Righto. I really don't know what to do here, except probably end the stream and come back on. If everyone can hang on, if you guys can stand by, I'll. All right. Okay. Don't stress. All right. I don't know what's going on. Maybe I've had it on for too long or something like that. Something's not right. Anyway, well, the main thing is we've got the coil. This is the magic coil for the mini excavator. Okay. I tell you what, I will. Hang on. I'll jump out of this. It'll go blank for a second. And then I'll come back in. It could be something to do with. Righto. Okay, only like a second or two. Righto. Yeah, you're not watching a spaghetti western on SBS or anything like that. But yeah, anyway, we've got the coil for, this is the new coil to go on the Briggs & Stratton engine to power the mini excavator. Now the clearance, all important clearance, this bit of paper, beautiful bit of paper. In fact, not just one, they actually gave me two. And that's, so I got it from the Morayfield Mower Centre. They got a text message late this afternoon to go get it. So $50 for that, $50 for this, probably all made in China. 2 screws hold it in. That sets, and you set the distance. The magnet runs over the coil and sends the spark down the spark plug lead. So we'll be able to get that up and running and get it out of where it is, because it's been sitting there for over 3 weeks, at least 3 weeks, maybe if not 4. Righto. Yeah. All right. Okay. So that's good news there. So things are actually progressing here nicely. What else are we doing? Right. So, and right. Yeah, I'm a little bit all over the place. This problem with YouTube is giving me being a pain in the bum. But anyway, I suppose we've got to battle on and deal with technical difficulties. Cups, mugs, we all have them. Coffee, tea, whatever, drink whatever you like out of them. The other thing we have done in the past, now this is only a sample, this is something my wife has done. We have this is a heat transfer onto the mug, and obviously you can put lettering and so on and so forth in using software. So you can, you could have, for instance, Shannondale steam shed, noisy car, so those sort of things we can do down the road in the future. Obviously, this one, I do have another one, and we put John Fowler and Co across the top, all that sort of thing. And that design was taken off one of the advertisements that Fowler produced for their engines. And this is showing the quick change convertible T3 roller in roller form. And they write about it quite well. Thank you. Yes, it's called sublimation. Right. So my wife, who was in the chat, can do sublimation, do this sort of thing. And I had a cup of tea out of it before. There you go. And it worked out really well. Obviously, a higher resolution picture will work better detail and so forth. But the black and white, yeah, it could have been the wrong part. You're absolutely right, Pete. No, it was the right part. Hopefully you're not too far behind, Pete. Maybe you might have to refresh your browser to bring you up. Unfortunately, I'm not doing any live milling tonight, or anything really tonight live, except for just chatting and showing you some things. The couple of the spur gears have been sent away for sandblasting, and I was hoping to get them back today, but unfortunately they're not. So the spur gears and flywheel have been sent away for sandblasting, so they'll be back here maybe tomorrow, and I'll put some photos up on the Facebook page of those, and probably the okay, so it wants to show YouTube comments now. Oh, there it is. Hooray! Right. Right. Okay, we've got YouTube comments on the streaming software. So whatever it is, it looks like it's up to date, but I can see it's a little bit out of sync. But anyway, we'll progress on. We'll power on. What else is happening? Cylinder drains. Finally, finally got them sent away to get machined. Yes, I know I got machines here, but sometimes some stuff it's just better off. It's better off to get things sent out, and a club member does those, which makes life very easy, and he's very good at what he does. He also has a pretty quick turnaround. I have to supply a drawing, which I have on file, so I've got his contact details. I'll have to give him a call and send him that stuff, send him that drawing over, however way he wants it, whether it's a paper version or electronic version. So the cylinder drains, oh, excuse me, that T's repeating. The cylinder drains are in the process of being machined. Once they're done, I'll have a set for this engine, and I'll also have a set for Dan down in Melbourne. Now, Dan is also restoring a Fowler T3 engine, and he's making really good progress on that engine. He's helped me out. We've helped each other out, actually, and it's been absolutely fantastic collaboration, even though we're so far apart. And yet our engines are virtually identical. This one is 16930 and his is 16933. His engine went to Sydney, this one came to Brisbane, and so on and so forth. So things are happening. The wheels are also outside. We might put the camera on and go for a walk outside and show you some up close details. In fact, I might work on that right now. To give you an idea of the wheels, they will eventually go and get sandblasted. However, the sandblasting is done at mates rates, which is really good. But I don't want to outwear my welcome. Hey, and this is Mrs. Shed Talk. Oh, thank you. There it is. That's the one. Where's Shed Dog? Shed Dog might make an appearance, everyone. Hey, she is. There's Shed Dog. And that'll get the chat going. Hello, baby girl. Hey, going to be on camera. Everyone wants to see you. Righto. So this is the other cup, right? And you can see that we put John Fowler and Co. Leeds Limited up the top. That's how they advertise themselves, and quick change convertible. So on this cup we did the roller. Hang on, let's go back there. The roller, as you saw on the other cup. Cody says, hello, Mrs. Mark. And then on the other side, that's the same engine in tractor form. Now, Fowler would write up in their literature, yeah, Shed Dog, that the conversion from roller to tractor or tractor to roller could be done very quickly in terms of a matter of hours. Unfortunately, at the time when we did this, we couldn't match the font that Fowler had used in their advertisement, but this is just an example of what you can do. We can virtually go right around the mug. So eventually we'll be doing these, and maybe we might be doing a bit of a giveaway that down the track, but that's not going to happen overnight. So, right. What else have we got to talk about? We've done the front rolls. They got to be the front rolls. Hang on, let's go over there. Oops, hang on. Hang on. Yeah. Right, so we'll switch over. The front rolls, they got to be worked on. They got to be pulled apart. Oh, get another view of Shed Dog there. Let's go full screen with that. There we go. She's making her way around the place. Yeah, doesn't matter. And you can see us over here. G'day, everyone. Yeah, so the front rolls have got to be pulled apart so they can be inspected and worked on, see what's wrong. When we have lifted those, when we have lifted the front rolls, there's a lot of movement there. They move up and down. Now that could be the bearings, the bushings
in the actual wheels themselves, or the axle could be worn out. We don't know. G from Funkin' Hungry says, "G'day, Mrs. Mark and Shed Dog, the star of the shed." Yeah, okay. So I don't know what's going on here. JKKJ, g'day, mate. How are you? Thanks for being here. So I don't know what's going on here because we're not getting. Oh, it's cut out again. What? What? You having a chat? All right. You want to be part of the chat as well? You right now? What? Say hello. Come on, look. Come up here. Say hello. Hang on. Ooh. Come up here. Come on. Jump up here. She'd do it for a smacko. Righto. No, she doesn't. She's getting all excited. So yeah. So anyway, I'll bring up the other camera. I'll jump in. What are you on about? Smacko, righto. I'll bring in. I'll tell you what. Hang on. I'll bring in a video while I get this other camera set up, and it's one I've played before. Hang on. Actually, no. Right. Okay. I've got to be a bit more organised. Yeah, right, out of source. Screen share. Right. There we go, folks. That's the rear rolls. Yeah, let's go full screen on those. They're the rear, yeah, the rear rolls, or the rear wheels, as most people would know them as. This engine is has a differential in it, like most modern vehicles. So it drives. It can drive on both sides. The hole there is for a drive pin to go through. You can actually take the drive pin out and work the winch drum and winch yourself out, or you can engage the diff lock and have both wheels driving. However, when you do both wheels driving, they tend to like to go in a straight line and not turn corners very well. So that's what the wheels look like, the rear rolls. And to give you an idea, they're half a ton each. Oh, g'day! Sol's watching too, is he? G. Yeah, JKKJ, g'day, mate. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. There may be a little bit of out of timing. I'm having a few problems on this end. So just bear with us. Right, and we'll go back here. We'll run that back down and get us here. I'll flip through a few more photos just to give you an idea. Well, that's where they are now anyway, sitting over against the fence. One thing we have found with these is there's writing on the wheels. The writing is an engine number that's on the inside of the wheels, and that's when these were assembled, because they were assembled on the factory floor with a heap of other engines. They quite often painted the engine number on the various parts. One of those engine numbers, one of those numbers still exists on one of these wheels. Very faint, but it's there. The other writing we've found, when this engine was shipped to Australia, it's got various markings on it to identify where it's going. Obviously, it probably would have come over as deck cargo or something like that. So I probably need to look into that and try and find out a bit more information on shipping. I'm pretty sure that some sort of information would be available. The other thing is, as they stand, these wheels weigh half a ton each, so 500 kilos. They are very thin. They should be a lot thicker than that. Oh, they were originally. They were originally 1 inch thick. Yeah, right, Pete. Yeah. Yeah, well, part of that is faded paint, G. You've got faded paint. You've got some original line marking there, which you can't actually see in this photo. I might have another one close up. No, I used to. Yeah, so, and that's, yeah, there they are. Right. Right, so these bits here, let's have a look here. Just wait, play a bit of catch up. I'm seeing a delayed version on my end because I've got the other computer going. Those two there in front of you right now are the drive gears, the flywheel, and the other one, excuse me. Sorry about that, folks. The other one is the differential. So the planetary gears or spider gears, you know, run around the other one. Yeah, well, some of that, just getting back to what you said there, G, about your comment, some of that's a bit of mold and mildew and whatever else, you know, probably a bit of lichen or something like that. It's been a number of colours over the years when it sat in the park. Originally, these engines usually left the factory painted black. That's usually what the customers, yeah, call it weathering. Usually that's what the customer requires. However, Fowler's had some rich, very, very rich colours. They had a chocolate colour, black. I think there is a Fowler red. But what you've got to understand is with the colours back in the day, they don't have the myriad of colours like we have today, mainly because the pigments they had for the paint were all natural colours. So whatever they could get naturally is what they were pretty well shipped with. So now I could be corrected there, Emma. Yeah. A lot of these engines were, you know, placed in parks and still are to this day. There's two here in Brisbane, one at Graceville and another one at a park on the north side of Brisbane. I just forget it off the top of my head. So there's, here in Brisbane, we still have two steamrollers in parks that kids can actually play on. And even in the UK, somebody posted a photo of an Overling and Porter roller in the UK that is still set up, still there for kids to go and play on. Right, so we're going to just stop that sharing. I'm going to bring in another, I'll just quickly find another video. No, you can't. So before we rock and roll, just wait a minute, folks. Sorry about this. Right, this is only in, I've played this before, but this is, okay, let's go over there. Take that out, put me on screen. I've played this one before, but it's a good one to look at. Nope. Mainly because this is what our roller will look like once it's done. So we'll go full screen on this, and here we go. It'll take me out.
Accelerate, pick it up, just keep knocking it back. Okay, then just pull it, gently bring the reverser back. Oh, it's just because I've got so much water content on the phone, mate. time to take it back now. Yeah. Keep going.
Right, we're back again. Now, that gives you an idea on what the finished product will look like. A little bit of a delay there in switching over. You know, it's nice engine, nice size, well finished, and pretty much as you saw it in that video, that's probably how it came out of the factory. We've got documentation to show of not this particular one. Unfortunately, some of those records aren't available, but other documentation to show in the works book. Everything was handwritten. Actually, I should bring a sample of that up. Maybe that's one for next show. Everything was handwritten, and it specified what the customer wanted for their engine. So it's really good to watch these videos. Obviously, that's one from the UK that's still in the UK and operational. There's several of this style of engine that's operational, plus amongst many others. Yeah, thanks, JK. They do. Yeah. The other thing you may have noticed in that video is they've put rubber on those wheels on the front, both the front and the rear rolls. That makes a really huge difference for an engine like that, especially when they're traveling along the road. They you know, it just gives that smoother ride. And these engines will do, from what I've been told, about 10 to 12 miles an hour comfortably. Now, that may sound like a very slow speed for some people, but back in the day, that was pretty fast. That was getting up there. So who knows? Who knows? We'll just bear with me, and I will get the other camera going, and we'll go for a walk outside to just show you a few other bits. This won't take a second, folks. Why aren't you going over there? No, I don't want you to go there. I want you to... I do run live now. All right, let's go into the studio. Sorry, folks, for this. The idea is I'm going to have a few more cameras to get different views and angles, like this. I think that, yeah, the other ones. So we'll allow, there we go. And I'll just bring myself into the other. And we'll get the volume down. We'll get it going. Oh, that's not good. So, echo. All right, let's get away. One more of that too. Right, I'll mute that, and hopefully we won't get any echo. Right. And of course, we got the wrong camera on, haven't we? Told you I was good at this. That'll do. Right, we've got the right camera now. Right, we'll take that up full screen. Now this will be a little bit jerky, but anyway, forgive my improfessionalism. The only thing with the, for whatever reason, when I'm in here, you still get sound out of the iPhone, and you get a bit of feedback. So this, we're looking at the tender, and this is the brake shaft. There we go, the brake shaft that I was talking about. It's also been cut off right here. There's a piece missing, and the actual brake rod or shaft would bolt on here where these 4 holes are, and then it would, the handle would run up just above here, and you'd be able to wind the brakes on. The actual brake shoes go on here, clamp on there, and it's a piece of wood that goes against the inside of the wheel. So I have to pull this off and then work on that shaft. We've taken other pieces off, and it's had a bit of a hard life. I've thrown the old paint on it and all that sort of stuff. You know, I'll have to send this away to get sandblasted. As you can see, I've had stuff in there. Down the bottom there, let's get some light. Cool, give everyone a head spin. You can see we've got some rust and cancer down the bottom there. It's nothing that can't be repaired, but we just got to find out. And the other side, right here, we've got the same setup. All right, so, and these 4 bits of those 4 bolts there that have been welded on, this one used to be mounted with what they call a scarifier, a 3-times scarifier. That's not something I have, and it's not going to go back onto the engine, so they'll need to be cut off, because there's probably no use having them there anyway. Not if they're going to do anything. They're just going to do nothing. So a bit more work in progress, as with all things. And here are the wheels, or the rear rolls as they're called. Now, let's find the one that's got the writing on it. It's probably right here. Yeah, you can see just see here. You can make out BR, that's actually Brisbane. Let's see if I can see it there. I've got to clean that up a little bit better. It's a bit, unfortunately, it's very faded. It is there, and that's not the one. You may be able to make out some of the original, I'm pretty sure it's the original lining. Not you can really make that out. It's a bit hard to see on some. Yes, they have been well weathered over the years. Let's get around here. What else we got to show? These here, the rear rolls, the actual steel part here, where you can see up top, is very thin and very worn, depending on how you look at it. These will probably have to be machined and a skin put on them, or extra plating. This was a common practice they did with these sorts of things to keep them going. Righto, so we'll spin around here. It's quite a cool, clear night here in my part of the world. Just like, not too cold actually. It's pretty good. The junk. There's the mini excavator, which will be going soon, and this is where everything came out of. As you can see, the bits of plywood and timber we had laid down to get in here and get stuff out. So this is where the rubble pit has to go for the overflow of the tank. So it's good that we got that part now and get the mini excavator going, and then I've still got more stuff to clean up. I'd just like to take a moment to say thank you very much, everyone, for the support. the channel is slowly growing. Got some new subscribers, so thank you very much to the new subscribers. Yeah, there we can see the usual. You've seen this 1,000 times. I've got some more content to upload. Took some videos as we're taking stuff out with the forklift over the weekend, and yeah, just got to keep on keeping on to keep this process happening. There's other stuff over in the corner there. We'll go for a walk. This is the front rolls, the business end. These all need to be taken apart to sort them out and see what's going on inside there. They move real easy. When we were bringing them in, we had to initially just bring them inside the door and put them on the concrete, put some chocks behind it like you see now, and then we had to move it in, mainly because when I've got the forks in under here, the mast is quite tall, and it'll actually, even though the shed's nice and high now, it's still not high enough with that mast on it. And that mast will go up 4.3 meters high, which is pretty scary when you think about it, when you're up there. And so we had to just roll it in by hand, and it's something I didn't get a video of. I really wish I did, because for something that weighs 1.5 ton, as you see it there, because I've weighed all this, it really does. It really does roll very easily. Right. So here's the differential. This is the other camera that I've got set up. That's not quite playing the game. This is a differential out of the. This is all part of the. What do they call it on the drawings? The spur gears, the road spur gears. This will need to be sent away, and I could probably take it to work and wash it with the hot wash gurney, but you got years and years, decades and decades of built up very thick crud and so on. And part of the problem is that these are the there's quite a lot of play in here. In fact, too much. You shouldn't have that much amount of play. And same with this one's not so bad, depending on where you put it. So they're going to have to be, I'll probably have to separate. Originally, everything was riveted together. I'll probably have to take those rivets out, oxy cut them out, knock them out, separate these two parts to get these out and looked at. Actually, no, I don't think so. I've got to flip that over. There could be a bolt in there. I think there is a bolt that they can be undone. The part of the problem is that these don't get lubricated very well. And some guys have made modifications to them to put grease in, but you got to get it in a certain spot. So these sort of relied on the oil and grease, or mainly the oil that gets splashed around through the gears to get lubrication. It's not really the ideal setup. So we're going to have to look at something completely different there, or maybe just a different way of lubricating. More parts on the shelf here. These are parts that we've pulled off, cleaned up, done some work to if needed be. Some parts didn't need any work, but some do. Down below, behind the clock here, there's even more parts, steering, and bits and pieces. There's some more stuff I've got to make, and other stuff that's just got to be cleaned up and put back together. The trunk guides, they're down the bottom here, and obviously they're pretty heavy. They're going to have their turn soon to get, cleaned up, painted, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, it's just a work in progress, and it takes time. and I work a full-time job. You know, we got lives to live. So as much as I want to, as much time as I want to spend on this, you got to draw a line somewhere and take time away from this. However, in saying that, doing these live streams are great. Get to connect with people, share ideas, get other ideas, etc., etc. Over the back is the gear guard. Now that recently got sandblasted. I talked about and did that on live stream recently. They're the tubes to go in the engine, in the steamroller. A little bit of surface rust, so they'll have to get a bit of a clean up. One day I could probably, I think I can fit them in the lathe and just clean them up with a bit of emery tape and get that sorted out. The chimney base, the old one and the new one. So there's plenty to do, and no shortage of stuff without taking on any other projects. You know, we're all sort of famous for taking on projects. Right, I'll cut this other camera out. Hopefully it hasn't been too jerky. And I thank everyone for sticking with me. Now, the reason why you're probably wondering why the different views, the different cameras look, you know, different, is I'm on the iPhone right now, which is much better, you know, more clear, higher resolution, all that sort of stuff than the other cameras I'm using. But they get, you know, we get the job done. So, right, let's get rid of this camera and we'll go back over here. Here we go. We'll sit down. Yeah, I'm back again. Well, I've been talking here for almost an hour. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to I'll put a link in the chat here and hopefully it'll come up. And if anyone wants to jump in and ask a question or come on with me and have a chat, you're most welcome to. If not, we'll let's post. That's the link to the chat, and it's only going to go on 2 channels. And I don't know why. I should have kept the other thing on going. Yeah, no, that's probably not going to work, is it? Dan Shed, g'day. Welcome. Welcome. Right. Bear with me. It looks like we've got someone in the... Oh, that's me. Silly goose. How do we do it from here? Chat. Yeah. Well, for whatever reason, it's not going to work. Let's see if we can do it on here. Okay, don't worry. Well, that's not going to work. All right, well, seeing that's not going to work, I think I'll wrap it up at that, and I will say thank you very much for joining in and being here. I do appreciate the support that you guys are giving me on this journey. Everyone, regardless of whether you're into this topic or not, I've met some people who are not into this topic. I've sort of introduced them to this topic. We talk on a mutual level on different platforms, or the same platforms but different content from time to time. For instance, Funk and Hungry there, he does food reviews. Cody, he does food reviews as well, and other crazy stuff. Peter's from Emma's chat. We've got Emma in here as well, and g'day, and Lee from First Floor Audio. He does entertaining on his YouTube channel. He plays live music, writes music as well. Go and check him out. Yeah, so everyone, I really do appreciate the support, and apologies for the bad synchronization tonight. I don't know what's going on there. I probably had this open too long or something like that. One of those crazy things. Yeah, yeah. One day you might get the joke. But anyway, thank you everyone for being here tonight. Let's just leave with a short little countdown timer, and we'll catch up with you again next week. Thank you very much. Good night, everyone. See you later.